everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 5. Now, in the last episode, towards the end, I mentioned how I moved to a different location, and the sound's a lot different. Heck, even right now I can hear reverb just not in the microphone, but just with my ears. But, however, in the last episode, what I did not do was really show what the situation here currently is. So here's what the situation is. I currently have, well, my phone's set up down there. That's kind of normal, but we zoom out here, and this does not look normal, besides, of course, OBS doing infinite void there. But yeah, I have my monitors vertically stacked because there's clearly no space to have them horizontally here. I got my microphone right there versus somewhere in the back in between monitors. Speakers are also up top right there. You know, fan desk, stream deck, all this stuff. But yeah, this is much different than my normal setup, and also the room is much different, I guess, so a lot more sound and echo and stuff. But you know, anyhow, we are going to get going on with this episode. So, in this episode, we are going to be getting a solid supply of iron with an iron farm, which is going to be the same design that I've built since Season 2, just efficient and works well. There's no real need to improve, and we're going to build it in here. So there's going to be a little bit of excavation necessary. Ugh. So anyhow. Alright, so I have been doing some material gathering and also a bit of excavation here because we need, I think it's about 10 blocks away from the villagers in all directions to prevent golems from spawning anywhere but the spawning platform. And so basically what that involves is me excavating out large chunks of the site because the schematic only really goes to the edge of the spawning platforms. So yeah, that's a bit of mining I gotta do here. And also that's right in the middle of one of the spawning platforms, so I gotta remove that spike. Alright, the excavation has been completed for this thing. Now let's get into a time lapse of actually building it. Farm has, for the most part, been built, and now it's time to insert all the villagers. So, yep, gonna get on that. As you can see, I've already made a start here, and the trading hall is literally right here. So, you know, convenience. Villagers have been inserted into the farm. Now we need to get the zombie in the track, and I guess also build the storage system, but whatever, we'll get to that. Alright, I've got the zombie in a minecart here, on the tracks. Now, just oh, alright, that's good. The farm's already working. Yeah, now I need to do storage. Yeah, I didn't really think much about that. Alright, I have put in the storage system here. Iron comes in, gets sorted out, crafted into blocks, then put in there. The poppies will just get fed into this composter, and then the bone meal will be there. And yeah, this thing's overproductive. As you can see, the iron output's already overflowing, so I guess let's get the system going then, and yeah, it's iron time. Or I guess this has to fill up first. Okay, so I just want to kind of like, ooh, JD Cool is building a thing over here, by the way. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show off something that's very stupid with the new like chat signing and reporting stuff in 1.19.1. So right now, if I try to send a test message in chat, dang it, JD Cool. It says chat disabled due to expired public Key, please try reconnecting. Okay, so then because I'm off, I can /say my message, right? But no, same thing happens. However, I have access to /say because I'm opt on the server. That means I also have access to execute, from which I can run say. And that doesn't block anything. So, yeah, it's just kind of a weird thing. Alright, now that the iron farm is set up, well, there's something we're going to be doing a bit later in this episode, but that's no worries right now. For now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually slightly preparing for next episode, which is going to require some resources from a nether fortress, which are going to take a bit of grinding if you can kind of catch my drift. So, yeah, I'm coming over here to Super Tyler Man's potion shop to get some fire resistance and maybe instant health or something if he has any of that. I don't think he does because he never has the useful potions. Strength 2 and not that he has any, but it's not all that useful. Let's see, invisibility, water breathing, slow fall, speed, fire resistance, which is 1 diamond each. Yes, don't mind if I do. Boop. Alright then, I've got all my potions set up, got some instant health potions that I just brewed up, and some fire resistance. So yeah, let's get into the nether now, and I guess I'll get doing some fortress things, so yeah. Alright, I got the third thing. Yeah, I was getting wither skulls in case you couldn't tell. Those last two came really quickly, and I didn't actually really have to use any of the healing potions. I used one at one point just because I felt like I wanted to, but yeah. So yeah, that's preparation for next episode. The hard part at least done. Alright, so next up we're going to be building a shop of sorts that's hopefully going to occupy the ground right about here. Alright, here is the start of this new structure, and yeah, it's a bit tall and cagey by the looks of things. I gotta put something small but kind of important inside of it. Alright, a central elevator up and drop shaft down has been installed. I mean, it's potentially dangerous if you go over into the iron bars at any point while you're falling down, but, you know, you'd have to be a real idiot, or Tyler, to do that, so I think we're fine here. Alright then, this is the superstructure of this, or I guess the outside is mostly finished. If you couldn't tell, this is a tower crane, because, yeah, if you couldn't tell that by now, then, yeah, I think you need to get your eyes checked. Anyhow, now for what we're going to be selling here. Or actually, no, I guess for like an actual thing that's hanging off the crane instead of it just being like the structure. Alright, the load has been added. Alright, so now as for what we're actually going to be selling here at the shop. Well, it's not actually going to be anything physical. You see, this shop is called CB Infrastructure, and we sell services here. Mainly the service of infrastructure. So the way this works is someone will come in here, take a piece of paper out of this chest, rename it with their name and what they want me to build for them as a piece of infrastructure, and then we'll, I don't know, talk, negotiate price, blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff. But now, what sort of thing may, you know, count as infrastructure, you may be wondering? Say, like, a fully automatic potion brewing system that automatically brews potions, and you don't have to lift a finger, apart from putting in new resources and taking out finished potions. Or, say, a nether tunnel to help you safely travel around the nether to or from your farms or such. Or heck, maybe even a farm, although, you know, preferably something that isn't this complicated. Maybe something like a sugarcane farm, you know, simpler stuff. Anything that could possibly be considered infrastructure, I will maybe build. Please note, I do have the right to say go fuck yourself if I don't want to build what you want me to build. And I'm gonna have to say that's probably gonna be it for this episode. Sorry if there was some, like, you know, weird audio changes or stuff going on in this episode, you know, adjusting to, you know, living in like kind of shared living space, you know, dorm stuff, having a roommate, trying not to be kind of an asshole with the amount of noise I make. But anyhow, I'm gonna have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my game, which is linked in the description, and maybe I'm actually going to be making an update for that this next week, who knows. Anyhow, I'll see you all in the next episode of Coolcraft Season 5. Bye!